What we're going to do today is to set this workshop so that you will be able to work in pairs and in small groups. So this is just a short introduction to let you know that this is not going to be a lecture, of course, and you're going to work in pairs, in groups. And then, if you want, you will give me some feedback at the end. Just to start off, go, please, go. It's not going to go. Go, thank you. So, why teach festivities? You said that before. Because festivities are part of our culture. We celebrate Christmas. We have Italian festivities, holidays, which are very near to our culture, and they are learned at home with our families because they are part of our traditions. But other cultures have their traditions too. And so this is important. So if we teach festivities, if we teach holidays, we let our children to get in touch with other culture and to experience it. So this is very important. Moreover, we live in a globalized world. Globalization is a fact. We can't deny it is a fact. We live in a world full of ethnical mixtures. Our students come from different countries. They take their cultures with them. If we teach some kind of culture in a funny way by teaching festivities, they may be more careful when they play with their mates. They can accept them more freely, more naturally. It is important. Because they are funny. Right? Because they are funny. Which isn't bad. If they get involved, if they enjoy the lesson, if they enjoy the activity, they will learn more easily. Because they are relevant to children's sensitivity. Children like to talk about their birthdays, the way they celebrate Christmas at home. I don't know if you have ever asked your children to talk about Ramadan or their traditional festivities if they come from other countries. I think it could be nice to do it because they would feel more accepted in the classroom. And since we teach English, letting them experience some festivities could be a nice idea. Go. Right. The goal. You said that again. We should raise sensitivity to other cultures. And by doing this, we could promote cross-cultural awareness. Consequently, tolerance and understanding. And these are very important points in our daily work. We do it every day. But when we teach culture, when we teach festivities in this case, we promote these things. Sensitivity to other cultures, cross-cultural awareness, and consequently, tolerance and understanding. When we do this, we let our students point out the differences and similarities among cultures. And believe me, when we do this, we provide a vaccine to prejudice. Prejudice is the worst thing that might happen to us, to our students, and to ourselves. When we say, Italians equals mafia. This is a prejudice. Sometimes it's true, but only sometimes. And when we say all the English drink tea at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's not true. Maybe some of them may drink tea at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Sorry, not in the morning, in the afternoon, but not all of them. And so we should explain to our students that prejudice is not a good thing. And by teaching festivities, we could provide some kind of knowledge, additional knowledge, which is a vaccine, believe me, to prejudice. Again, how should we teach them? It's a game. We exploit the topic to support language learning, our language acquisition. In a primary school, we talk about language acquisition and not conscious learning, because we are not explaining any grammar, we are letting them speak, we are providing activities to support their learning, but it's not a conscious learning. It shouldn't be a conscious learning. It should be more like an acquisition. So we can make use of realia, so practical things, real things, and games. And by doing this, we introduce new vocabulary, new language, and we support their learning of language. So we could try a task-based learning approach. On which topic? Again, Halloween, Christmas, and Valentine's, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, whatever. It depends on the time of year. If you stick to the calendar, it's better. It's really better because they are living these days. They are preparing for Halloween. We may not like Halloween. I don't like Halloween personally, but I can't deny it's near. The 31st of October is here. It's near at hand. So I have to cope with it. And if they want to talk about Halloween, if they want to do something for Halloween, why not do it? You should do it, because you could capture them. You could exploit, you could use the topic to let them know, to let them practice new language. And you can teach a lot of things through the Halloween session. What is task-based learning? Just a few words to let you understand what it is. The task is an activity in which students use language to achieve a specific outcome. So they have to use language in order to do something else. And the something else is their task, compito, okay? Which is very different from, it's quite different from the project-based learning, where the project is something huge. The task is smaller. How does it work? The activity you're going to prepare reflects real life. The learners focus on meaning. Why am I doing this? Because it's funny. It's okay. They are free to use any language they want. Of course, they should use English, but any language. And if they don't have the language they need, they go and look for it in a dictionary and from the teacher sometimes. And they do their task by using the language they need. In doing this, they acquire new language. They are not going to ask you a word because they want to learn that word. They are going to ask you a word because they need it to do their task, to perform their task. So playing a game, solving a problem, sharing information or experiences, all of these things can all be considered relevant and authentic tasks. Just a few examples. What is the student's role in task-based learning? Students feel the need to produce language. They need language to do something else. So they feel the need to produce it. And consequently, they are asking you to help them acquire that language they need to do the task. By doing this, they enrich their vocabulary and their communication skills, which is our goal, apart from the topic. How do you assess task-based learning? The only way is this one. You have to use assessment rubrics. You can't give a 10, an 8, or a 9, or whatever mark you like. In order to assess a task-based learning, a task, you should use a rubric. And what you're going to assess is up to you. For example, you should assess individual contribution to the task, their fluency in speaking, the accuracy when they speak, the level of their creativity or the social interaction. It's up to you to decide what skills, what topics, what criteria to use in your assessment rubric. But this is the only way to assess the task. When you set the task, you should consider why do you want to teach it. I want to exploit Halloween because the 31st of October is near, for example, and the children are frenzied. They are expecting it, and so I have to exploit this moment. What language, what topic, what I want to do during the tasks, and of course, take into consideration who the students are. My students are 8 years old. Consider the level of your students. How? What tools, what materials, what activities do you choose to use to do the task? And how long you're going to spend on it? All of these things are important when you plan your task. If you don't plan it, it won't work. So keep in mind the students, the reason, the time you have, and what you want to achieve, your goal. Okay. I'm going to give you a few ideas now before starting to work, before going into the topic. I think you should have a box for each festivity. This is my kit for the festivity you're going to try today. And in this box, I put some object which I can use during the lessons. Of course, every time I teach a new festivity, I prepare my box and put some materials in it, practical materials, not only handouts. Of course, you can print your handouts anytime, but things like balls or let's say a torch. This, not this. What else? Let me show you something useful again. Dice. Okay, dice. And before starting off, you may decide to put something nice and new, just to set the atmosphere. I bought this fantastic necklace for Halloween. Sorry. scorpion, spider, a bat, pumpkin. This is jack-o'-lantern, okay? Some nice things like maggots, and some fantastic things like ants, like this, black ants, red ants, flies, little spiders, and all these fantastic animals. Okay. And then I prepared some dice, like this, handmade dice. Sometimes you may find useful to wear a red nose, not today, but you can use it as a ball, if you like, and things like that. Imagine to write on the blackboard on the 31st of October, the date, 31st October. And you turn off the lights, so your classroom is completely dark. And you prepare your classroom by hiding some nice objects like this. So I put a spider here, a bat here, and a scorpion here, right there. When the children come into the classroom and it's completely dark, you may decide to start your lesson like this. You get into the classroom and say, it's dark today. And you use a spooky voice. I can't, because I laugh. So okay, you can use a terrifying voice and go, what's happening here? The light has gone off. And, what's that? A spider! A spider! It's horrible. Okay, just to set the atmosphere. You can do it much better than me. Or you can decide to play a game and say, well, of course, it is Halloween, and I know there are some horrible animals here in the classroom. Yes, the microphone, sorry. Well, I'm a witch. I'm a witch. A spooky witch. Where is my spider? You look for the spider. Ah, there it is. Where is my spider? And the children should say, on the floor, okay. It's under the table. I am teaching, I'm revising, probably, prepositions. Yeah, so it's under the table, yes. And where is my bat? Where is my bat? Who took my bat? Ah, there it is. It's on a desk. It's on a table. What's your name? Federica. It's on Federica's table. My bat. Okay. And where is the scorpion? The scorpion, the scorpion. Ah, here it is. Where is the scorpion?
Near Fabio.
Near Fabio. Okay. Thank you, Fabio. Okay. And this is just an example. Okay, you set the atmosphere. It's, I think it's quite funny for them. You can ask them to play with these horrible things and ask them to hide these things in the classroom and ask them to practice the question, where is my? Okay, where is my necklace? Here. It's horrible. Right. And of course, I've got another spider here. Where is my bat? Where is my scorpion? Or whatever. You can can assemble a set of different objects. And they practice English. They practice prepositions, they practice question and answers. They play with words, they play with language. They have fun, I'm sure they have. And you have reached your goal. You have taught them the prepositions and questions. Of course, you know what Halloween is. It could be nice to explain to your children the history of Halloween. Just a few words, just a few sentences, really. Over 2,000 years ago, the Celts, it's a very ancient tradition, celebrated New Year's Day on the 1st of November. And they believed that the night before, so October the 31st, the living and the dead could meet again. Then Christianity came, and more than 1,000 years ago, the Christian Church named November the 1st All Saints' Day, All Hallows. The night before was called All Hallows Eve. So it turned out to be Halloween. And like the Celts, the Europeans of the time believed that the spirits of the dead could visit them on that night, and the spirits could harm them. So they were afraid, they were scared by the opportunity of meeting a ghost or a dead man. So they wore costumes like ghosts or evil spirits, so that the dead might think they were dead too and couldn't harm them. Of course, the Americans made it a business festivity. They decided it could be a very profitable business and exploited it in the way you know. And of course, since we are very, very sensible to American traditions, we imported it as well. And now you can't pretend it doesn't exist. My children were not so young, expected to talk about Halloween or to do something really about Halloween, because it's here. And they are preparing their trick-or-treating night, and they are buying costumes as well. And one of them said, Prof, what happens if I come to your house and ring the bell and say trick or treat? You're not coming to my house because you don't know where I live, first. And if you try, I won't open the door. And the next day, you will regret it, okay? So just to be clear that I don't really like Halloween. It's not part of my tradition, but I understand they like it, and they feel it like a good opportunity to enjoy themselves. I'm going to show you an activity. This is a Brazilian school, Brazilian primary school, which decided to exploit the tradition of Halloween. Halloween is a globalized festivity, right? By making something nice. They played the true story of Jack-o'-lantern. So they learned about the story and they acted it. So I'm just going to show it to you.
Did you know the original jack-o'-lantern was not a pumpkin? Jack was Irish and lived in a small village.
He was clever, but late.
Sorry.
To drink and no drunk.
He used to play tricks with family, friends, and the devil.
One day he tricked devil. Jack made the devil's promise not to take him there.
Many years later,
When Jack finally died, he went to heaven, but St. Peter didn't let him in because he was too mean and too cruel. So he went down to hell. But the devil kept his promise and didn't allow him to get it. Jack had nowhere to go but to wander forever in the darkness between heaven and hell. It was dark, and the devil decided to help Jack, giving him a piece of gold to light his way. Jack put a piece of coal in a hole of turnip. Yes, turnip, not a pumpkin. If you don't sleep on Halloween night,
may see Jack around.
try to find a place to stay.
This is an example of a task-based learning approach. They decided the task they had to make to act the true story of Jack of Lantern. Think of what they did before. They learned the story of Jack. They wrote the script of the play. They acted it out and recorded it. So it's a huge work for 1.5 minute production. So this is an example, a very nice example. I'm sure they enjoyed the task. And by doing this, they learned a lot of English, they improved their speaking abilities, and most of all, they had fun. And it's a primary school. So there are a lot of activities you can invent, you can prepare, you can plan for your classes. This is just an example. Nice example, I think. Okay, now, what are we going to do now? You're going to try some games, tricks, pair work, group work together. We will exercise our fluency together. We will try practical activities to use in class. To start off, I'm going to give you the activities little by little. You don't know what I have planned you to do, because if I tell you, you will go home immediately. So I'm not going to tell you. The first activity I'm asking you to do is just a warming up activity. And I'd like you to put into pairs and play and do an Halloween discussion, students A and student B. So student A have a set of questions, 10 questions. Student B has another set of 10 questions. You will have to ask your questions each other and reply. Let's go on. How do you get your students to learn new vocabulary? How do you get your students to learn a new vocabulary? How do you teach your students, pupils, to learn Halloween vocabulary, for example?
You can move a cauldron.
Yeah?
On the black wall.
Hmm?
The cauldron or Halloween swords, spiders.
Okay. Do you use flashcards?
Yes.
Right. So this is the really most trivial way to to teach to teach new vocabulary, you show them a number of pictures, you make flashcards, you can play memory games with these flashcards so that they can learn by heart a few words related to the activity. It is important. I mean, vocabulary is extremely important. Otherwise they can't have the tools to speak. So it is very important for them to learn from the internet. Internet is a mine. It's full of these things. These days, Halloween is full of proposals, tools, activities, crafts, and things like that. You could exploit to teach Halloween vocabulary or games. So, pumpkin, sad, scared. Of course, you have to think of the activity and you teach them the vocabulary they need to perform the activity. It's really linked to the actual activity you're going to teach. Supersimplelearning.com. You find a lot of flashcards. It's just one of the sites. There are many. Or you can use songs. There are a lot of songs you can use to teach them. Okay, this is the British Council site. And this is just one of the songs. There are hundreds, really hundreds. This song is quite funny. And of course, it is related to Halloween, but you can use it also to teach parts of the body. You can start off by playing a game. You know, the Simon Says, touch your nose, touch your ear, touch your knees and toes. Probably you have got something similar in your textbook. The Simon Says game is old, is well known. Of course, they use the same activity in this song, The Scary Skeleton, and there are various handouts linked to this song. Just to let you see.
I'm the scary skeleton, and I look just like you. I sleep and walk, I laugh and talk, and move my body too. My head is on my shoulders, my neck's between the two. I've got two eyes, a mouth, a nose, two ears, just like you. I'm skeleton, I am your friend, you see. I live inside you, so don't be scared of me. Body, as everybody knows. Two bony legs, two bony feet, and 10 small bony toes. I've got two big bony knees to help me sit or stand. 5 bony little fingers on each big bony hand. I'm skeleton, I am your friend, you see. I live inside you, so don't be scared of me. Skeleton, I am your friend, you see. I live inside you, so don't be scared of me.
Okay. What activity can you plan with this song? Of course. Actions.
Clearly with styles, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, in a sense, yes. actions. Sleep, move. Anything else?
Naturally, when they watch this video, this song, dance.
Yes, so you can have them dance together with the song. So you should move desks and let them have enough space, enough room to move. And this is an action song. Actually, you can exploit it as an action song. You can use this song and make it different. You can simplify the song. You cut off the sound, and when the skeleton dances, you can just ask them to point to their own parts of the body, or change the words, or invent a new song, for example. Have them invent a new song. Of course, there are a lot of things you can do. There are many, many other. I wanted to show you another. I won't find it now. Probably I will. Oh no, here it is. I know it is here. Okay. Skeleton to learn the body parts, and another song you can use. This is more suitable for younger children. It's more suitable for yours probably, and it's another very simple song to learn the words for Halloween. Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. It's a monster Halloween. Trick or treat. It's a monster Halloween. Scarecrow, soup, skeleton steak, monster mash, pirate pancakes. Trick, no thanks, or treat. Yes, please. It's a monster Halloween. Trick, no thanks, or treat. Yes, please. It's a monster Halloween. Black cat, cookies, pumpkin pie, spider, spaghetti, ice cream, Trick, no thanks, or treat. Yes, please. It's a monster Halloween. Trick, no thanks, or treat. Yes, please. It's a monster Halloween. Graveyard, gravy, tombstone, tea, Frankenstein, Frankfurters, zombie, zucchini. Trick, or treat. Yes, please. It's a monster Halloween. Trick or treat. Yes, please. It's a monster Halloween.
Okay. So you show this song. Sorry, it goes on. Stop it. You show this song to your students, and then they saw a lot of words, new words, but they learned probably a lot of new words by following the songs, such as monsters, eyes, spiders, a skeleton, things like that. And then you ask them to play a game, a very simple game. So this is my ball, and this is the other ball. And, for example, a very simple, stupid game. If you don't like using a ball, you can also use a spider, which is scarier. Okay? It's more horrible. It is tuned to the lesson. So, can you take this? Can you take this? Yes. Would you like to hold my spider? Yes. Great. And what happens? Okay, I say a word, just a word. I throw the ball to my classmate. He catches the ball and say another word. Right? So it's stupid. Okay, but it works. It helps them memorize, and you know that when you link the memory, you link the word to an action, they learn it better. You stimulate memory doing this. So, monster. That's my ball. Okay. She lost my ball just in the beginning. Yes. Okay, go.
You have to say this name or
Whatever.
jack-o'-lantern. Pumpkin.
Thank you. Skeleton.
Devil.
Witch.
Zucchini.
Yes.
Black cat.
Bat. Magician. Witch.
Ghost.
Okay, go.
Spider. Scorpion.
Wow. Yes, great. You can repeat the same words again and again. You can set a time, just a time, because the game is stupid, you know. It is useful to learn new words. It's not particularly entertaining. Of course, it is when they throw a spider instead of a ball, and they dramatize the action of catching a spider, things like that. So it's a nice, quick, ready-made activity. You can use it for any kind of words.
Cookies. Or
Cookies.
pie.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. By doing this, you practice vocabulary, only words. But what if you want to practice making sentences, longer sentences? Okay, you can use another game. You prepare some dice like this. You put some flashcards on the dice. I put a lot of time doing this. It's the, yes. I'm quite proud of it. I'm quite proud. And there are some flashcards. There's the Grim Reaper, a vampire, a witch, a haunted house, a skeleton, a spider, and things like that, or other things. You set the students into small groups. 3 is a good number. And they throw the dice like this. Which? I have to say a sentence containing the word which. A simple sentence, of course. Vampire. Vampires suck blood. Okay. Things like that. So, would you like to try it just for a few minutes? It's a good practice for you. I've got 4 dice, so you will have to group to play it. Another game. A bit more difficult, a bit more demanding, is a domino. Can play a domino, of course. This is ready-made, but you can make your own domino yourself. And you know how dominoes work. You have to assemble these pieces of paper so that the picture matches the definition. You have to read the definition here and find the other slit of paper with the right flashcard on it, the right picture. The dominoes is complete. The domino is complete when you put all these lists of paper in a circle. Okay. So you don't have to find the pair, only pair, and make something strange. But the domino is complete when all these little paper, these pieces of paper, are set in a circle, right? It's a square, it's not really a circle, but anyway, this is the game. Another quite difficult activity to stay in groups is stick to your group. This time you're going to play a board game. I'll give you the empty sheets afterwards. And what do you have to do is to play it with a dice. Please take dice. And a board game. You throw the dice. Ah, yes, of course. You need some ants.
The counter?
Yes, you need it. The tokens to play the board game. Okay, pass it through. This is how it goes. You have to talk for 30 seconds whenever your token stops on the definition. Okay, you throw the dice. So number 1, you move your token to the first space here. You read it through, and you have to talk for 30 seconds about this. Or you have to move and do what is said here. For example, there is there's something. There was one thing. Open the window, so you have to stand up and move and do it. Okay? Open the window and shout 3 times. I love Halloween, or I hate Halloween. You have to do it. Okay? So if it says, please do something, you have to do it. Okay? So here is your sheet, the sheet for your left. Another group here. Pass the dice and the tokens, please. A board game for you. Have you got yours? Your board game. Here it is. It's just one board game for all of you. Could you pass the dice? And yes, the definitions of the domino and the board game were difficult because they were thought for you. But you can adapt this game for your children, for the level of your children. You've got an empty sheet for each of these games, so that you can prepare something for you.
This year was for the younger, maybe about colors. What color is
Yes.
the fountain?
Yes.
What color is the cat?
Right. Yes. It could be an action game, so that your kids can just read a simple instruction and do it. Move it. Okay. Open the door, and then close the door. Fly like a vampire. Yes. Move like a zombie. Like things like that. Okay. So they have to understand the instruction and do something. Is read and do game, or read and speak game, or whatever you like. You can adapt it. And the domino as well could be changed. You have to write the correct definition, correct according to the level of your students, and have them play the domino. Okay? Or you can use it. You can use the blank template for a memory game. It's the same. Just you could do it like this. Give me one of these. You could take the word out, write it there. So instead of letting the name of the picture at the bottom, you erase bat. You write bat here. You stick the card like this, and you play a memory game. Okay? So you can use it the way you like it. Just use your imagination. It is adaptable. This is difficult. The way you did it was difficult, but the way your students can do it may be much simpler. It's up to you to decide what to do with these things. And of course, even the dice game, you had to say a sentence using this word. You can ask them to say just a word. It's not written, so you roll the dice and say, yes, haunted house, or vampire, or whatever, the Grim Reaper. Okay. It's an idea. It's just an idea. You can adapt everything. And of course, you can play with all these realia, toys, torches, insects, the way you like it. You could hide the insects in the classroom and ask them to find the insects. You could say, find the red ant. And, or you could decide to group your children into teams, team A, team B, team C, and so on. Give them a list of actions to perform, or a list of questions, I don't know, or instructions. Group A could find the red ant. If you find a black ant, don't move it, don't hide it, okay? Let it there. Just find, you cannot ask for help to the other teams. Give a set of instructions and have them move. By doing that, they acquire new language, they have fun, and probably they practice their listening, reading, and speaking skills. It's up to you to decide what to do with these kind of things I gave you before. And do you think you can adapt these activities to any other festivity? Yes. You just have to change the template. Take away the black cat, put Father Christmas, Santa Claus, and you can adapt the board game for Christmas, for example. The same can be done for a dice game or for a domino. Of course, songs for Christmas are easier to find, and they shouldn't be scared. But you may have some problems with Muslims, for example, from people from other religions. Yes, so you should point your attention on the funny side of the festivity, not the religious side. So it's up to you to decide. What I'd like you to do now, so of course, if you have finished with your feedback. Yes. So I passed the exam. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What I'd like you to do now, just to finish off, we didn't stop. You worked hard. So if you agree, if you like, you could find the way to finish 15 minutes earlier, if you like. Otherwise, we reach 12 o'clock. It's not a problem for me, okay? So what I'd like you to do is to prepare a lesson in group. So the group you stick to before you form the team, please prepare a lesson, a 5 minutes lesson, okay? For your class. You can use the material I gave you. You can invent new activities. You can adapt to something you already do in your classrooms. Just discuss together. Agree on some activity you can do in a 5 minutes lesson. And at the end, I'll ask you to give your lesson to the other groups. Okay? Just to finish off. Please speak English. Okay, thank you. You're going to give a lesson, 5 minutes lesson to your pupils. The others are your class. So who would like to start? Don't push. Don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. One at a time. Okay, have you got a name? Yes. Would you like to try?
Nobody else?
No. So it's tough. So it's your turn. Okay. So please come here. Come here. Yeah, great.
Okay. This is for a second class, so they are very young. Well, we introduce 4 flashcards, a witch, a monster, a bat, and a ghost, okay? Then we listen to a CD, a rhyme. So I have to mime the rhyme? Okay, they listen the rhyme. I mime the rhyme, okay? For example, I say, a witch, a monster, a bat, and the ghost. And then I repeat, happy Halloween, ha ha ha. And I repeat. Then they repeat with me, and they try to repeat the rhyme.
Okay, do it. They are your class. They are your class.
No.
Okay, go.
Okay.
Go.
When,
children.
Yes, but they are no children.
Yes, they are children. They are children.
Okay.
Believe me, they are children.
Okay, we can do it together. Okay. A witch, a monster, a bat, and the ghost. A bat, and the ghost. A bat, and the ghost. A witch, a monster, a bat, and the ghost. Happy Halloween. That's it. At the end, I write the rhyme on the blackboard and they copy, and that's all. 5
Okay.
minutes. It's not enough.
Right.
Okay.
5 minutes. A quick lesson, a quick activity. Okay. Okay. Good. It's okay. Would you like to do it? If it is longer, if it is longer, never mind.
I need the blackboard.
Yes, that is a blackboard. It's a small, very small blackboard. Okay. Is there is a computer if you like?
No, maybe
No.
I explain only.
Okay.
Okay, we think about dividing the blackboard and put some adjectives like ugly, scary, spooky, black, white.
There's a whiteboard there. Okay, great. Go.
Maybe children, do you remind words of Halloween for the 5th class?
Fifth class.
They always know some words.
Mm-hmm.
Please, what do you remember? Maybe you? Broom. Okay. Next?
Tombstone.
This?
Tombstone.
Something else? Ghost. Okay. Very good. Graveyard. Okay. Children, adjectives for Halloween. What do you remember? Scary. Yes.
Scary.
Okay.
disgusting. Horrible.
Okay. Something of you remember some verbs, for example, for the witch? The witch? Okay, very good. And for example, for the ghost?
It's a guard.
It's not a verb. It's not a verb. Okay, it's an adjective. Okay. Flies, flies.
Dai, for example, something else. The mommy. Like this. What is this? Walk. And maybe the black cat. What is this? Yes, it is. So after this, they can also make sentences. For example, Giulio, tell me sentences. Make a sentences with black and cat. So the black cat is in the garden, maybe, or I have got a black cat. To make a small revision, starting from the children.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
The only problem, just to give you some suggestion. The only problem is you should put the nouns here
Okay.
and here. Okay. So graveyard is black. The witch flies on a horrible tombstone or something like that. So it's okay. Very well done. Thank you. Another teacher, please. Okay, go. Children.
We can repeat again. We repeat together. Our children rhyme.
Yeah, great.
Use 4 flashcards: pumpkin, cat, ghost, and witch.
Yes. Do you want me to draw the flashcards? Right. Okay.
I don't.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Cat.
Cat.
Cat. Ghost and witch.
Just a moment. Cats. Okay, and
Witch.
a witch. Oh, okay,
Witch.
a witch.
Cat, pumpkin.
Cat, pumpkin,
Ghost and witch. 4.
ghost. A ghost. Yes, a ghost. Sorry, a ghost. Right. Go.
And now together clap your hands. Black cat. Orange pumpkin. White ghost. Green witch. Again, black. Orange. White. Green. These are the colors of Halloween.
Oh, great. Good. Nice. Have you finished? Right. Another activity? Another group? I missed 2 groups, I think. So, would you like to come here and be a teacher for a day? Okay. What about you? 1 group altogether? Okay. Now, please be a teacher for a day. Be a Saturday teacher. Okay. Right. Okay.
Now, we start the lesson with a song of the Halloween characters. And for remember the Halloween's word, we make a ball game or a domino.
Okay. Would you like a ball? You should do it. Okay. You should perform your lesson today. So please be a teacher.
For Halloween, I like a ghost.
Sorry, I don't understand very well
I like a ghost.
I I have to repeat.
Another words
Okay,
of
I like goblins.
Wow.
I like witch.
I like vampires.
I don't like spiders.
I don't like goblins.
I don't like bat.
I like witch.
I don't like crave.
I like ghosts. I like candies.
Wow.
Then the children can
Draw.
No, not right. They
Draw.
can draw the Halloween characters on
Okay.
his,
Right. Now, please, children, draw an Halloween character. Okay? It's okay. Great.
I like, I don't like.
Oh, yes. So, in your book, in your copybook, please draw the Halloween characters in 2 columns. I like, I don't like. I like spiders, I don't like teachers. Like this.
Oh, yes.
So, okay, thank you. Any other teacher available here? Are you ready? Okay. Push.
No, we thought about an activity, maybe both.
Please.
A warm-up activity.
Wow.
Like this one, we can take a big cauldron or trick-or-treat bag, something like this.
Would you like a cauldron?
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Here
this
it is.
Okay. We put inside some
Yes.
flag scarf.
They're little. They're very small.
Too small, I think. Like this one.
But
No,
it's full of maggots.
So
Here.
it would be a trick-or-treat bag, something like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe. So you can put some. So these are horrible, but some pictures, some flashcards, or some words.
Yes.
With the name of the characters of Halloween. Okay. So maybe a child can pick up a picture or a word. So if he picks up a word, he has maybe to draw something on the blackboard. So for example, a ghost. So
Draw a ghost.
Pierino, draw a ghost on the blackboard.
Yes.
Or draw a white ghost on the blackboard, or draw
Yes.
a black ghost on the blackboard. Maybe you can use adjectives or colors, something like this.
Okay.
For example, if Pierino picks up a picture, he has to say the name of the pictures. So maybe a black cat or a ghost or a witch. So it can be an activity to revise some
Vocabulary.
something
Okay,
like
please
this.
do it. Right?
So
Cauldron. The witch's cauldron.
what's your name? My name is Tricia. So Tricia, pick up just one word or one picture.
Pumpkin.
A pumpkin. So please, can you write a pumpkin on the blackboard?
Okay.
What is a pumpkin? Is it orange? Is it white? Is it black?
The pumpkin is orange.
Okay, so please, can you draw a
Dopo.
pumpkin on the blackboard, on the whiteboard?
Yes.
Okay.
Pumpkin.
It can be like
Pumpkin.
this.
Okay.
Okay.
Do it.
Okay.
Go. Do it. Do it.
Another.
Yes. 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 You have to play.
So
Go.
I go. Can you pick up just one piece of paper?
Again. Okay. No. Choose another. Choose another. Yes. Change it.
Yes. Okay. Which?
Which?
A witch. Okay. So is it a word or a picture? A word. A word. So can you draw a witch on the blackboard or whiteboard? Shall I really draw?
Yes. 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 Do you have? Yes, you have to draw it. Yes. Yes.
Please.
Please. Yes. Yes. It looks like an elf. Yes. Okay. Yes.
This is a
Okay.
witch.
Wait. Okay, it looks like an elf. I'm sorry. It wasn't very good. Yes. Right.
Good. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can revise all the vocabulary
Yes.
like this.
Right.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
You can take your list of paper if you want. Most of your activities were revision activities or practical activities, practice activities. How do you teach new vocabulary? Have you thought of an activity to teach new vocabulary?
Start with a listening.
A listening, yeah.
Story. I usually use stories.
Yes.
They listen a story, and then we read a small part. Every child read a small part. We underline new vocabularies.
Yeah.
And write. Or maybe I start with new words on the blackboard. Only a few. Maybe castle, king, princess, sword. And then every time they listen to the story and they find the new words in the story.
Yes. Have you ever tried a storytelling activity? Okay, you read a story and then you work on it. Have you ever tried a storytelling activity or a story building activity?
Storytelling, yes.
Yes. It's like a storytelling. The difference is that your children build the story up. Okay, so you give some hints, which may be a follow-up activity: broom, tombstone, ghost, witch, graveyard, with verbs, adjectives, and you may say, okay, let's.
I think, in my opinion, improve spoken interaction and
Yes.
production.
Yes. The point is that you have to improve not only memory, but also the speaking production, speech, actual speech. So why don't we try and build a story together today? Okay, let's set the characters. You are a witch. You are a vampire. You are a black cat. Yes. And you are you are a ghost. Okay, in this story we have, I don't remember, who are you?
A witch.
A witch. Can you come here? Yes. Black cat, please. Yes. A ghost. Can you come here? Who's the ghost? I don't remember. Yes, who's the ghost? And there was a vampire here. Now, please, can you introduce yourself to the class? Who are you?
I'm a ghost.
And
I'm very spooky.
Yeah.
White and transparent and not white or transparent.
As you like.
White.
You
Okay.
are the ghost. You decide. Okay. Yes.
Only white. I've got two big holes.
Holes.
Eyes,
Yes.
only
Holes.
And what can I say?
I fly.
I fly in the sky, in the dark sky.
In old houses.
I
fly in old houses.
In old house.
Yes. Can you ask him any questions?
No, please.
Yes.
What do
Yes.
you eat?
Yes. What do you eat? Ah. I don't eat. I don't eat. I eat air. Air. Air.
Pasta.
Any questions for the ghost?
Where do you live?
Wow. Yes.
I live in haunted house.
Yes. I live in a haunted house.
House or castle?
Yes. You decide. You're the ghost. You're the ghost.
Have you got brothers?
No, I'm an only ghost child. I'm
Yes.
an only child.
Right, who are you?
I am a vampire. I've got 2 big eyes, 2 big teeth. I fly in the sky. I eat blood.
Any questions for a vampire?
How old are you?
How old are you?
I'm 102 years old.
Oh, yeah, you're very old.
What's your food? What's your
I eat blood.
Yes, blood. I like blood. Yes, I like blood.
Where do you live?
I live in the castle, an old castle.
So do you live together? No, a different castle. Okay, thank you. Yes. Who are you?
I'm a black cat. I'm too black.
Okay.
I get unlucky.
Yes.
All world I get unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can't fly.
I can't fly.
I walked a lot, but I can't fly.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm black, but I don't like dark because I'm too black and dark. No.
No.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
What color are your eyes?
Yeah.
What color are your eyes?
My eyes are. I'm a black cat, and my eyes are green, for example, because the green eyes result.
They glow in the dark.
Glow in the dark.
Yeah. Yes, they glow in the dark. Yeah. And the last one, who are you?
I'm a witch, and I usually wear a dark dress, and I have a cake, and I walk, and I go around, and I try to scare the people around me. I wear also a black hat. And he is my cat. Hello, how are you? Fine, thanks. Do you prepare cushions? Sometimes with blood and bath. Or maybe I look around and try to find eyes, and I prepare candies. And so this is a candies, some candies for you. No thanks. Would you like some?
No thanks. No thanks. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anyone who wants to play trick or treat in this haunted house? No? No? Okay, imagine the scene. A child arriving at the haunted house and say, knock, knock. Trick or treat, trick or treat. The witch comes out.
Yes?
Trick or treat, trick or treat.
Okay. I give you some freezy worms. Here you are.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. It was nice.
Yeah.
Really. Thank you. It was fantastic. Think of your children building up a story like that. Of course, their sentences maybe simple, but they make the effort of thinking new sentences, new things to say. They will ask you for new vocabulary because they have to perform. They have to invent a story together. So let's go back to what we said before. They look for new vocabulary. They need new vocabulary, so they're going to ask you for new vocabulary, and they will learn it because they need it. In order to do what? To build up a story with you. It's another idea, of course. You can choose to try it or not, but it's funny. You enjoyed it. So why not children? Okay. Right. Any other questions? Doubts? How did you like this meeting? It was a workshop, it wasn't a lecture, it wasn't a meeting. Okay? Right, so thank you everybody for coming here and being here with me. It was a pleasure for me too. Really, thank you. Thank you.